In a very typical fashion, we are starting off the day in the most random way possible at the Shift Culture shop. Now, with today being Christmas, I wanted to celebrate it in the most fun fashion possible, and the only way I know how to do that with a little bit of drifting. I have been seeing this trend all over Instagram and YouTube and TikTok and all of that, of people decorating a Christmas tree while drifting. So that kind of gave me an idea that probably I could figure out how to do that. But in order to do this, we are gonna need some supplies and maybe another drift car. One Christmas tree and one box of lights. Now, let's just simply set up this Christmas tree. Shouldn't be too complex. All right, now that the saddest looking Christmas tree is somewhat put together.
Ain't no way, bro.
It's a sad Walmart tree. What'd you expect? All right, now once we got the lights kind of hooked up, you can kind of see what we're attempting to do. And I'm gonna hold this out my window as we go around in a circle trying to do the whole tree in the lights. Hopefully this works. I don't know if this is gonna be enough lights to make this happen, but it's holiday spirit, so it's fine. Hopefully we don't knock this tree over, but I make absolutely zero promises. Also, it's a miracle if I don't get copyrighted for the intro of this video. Look at that, the tree is perfect. It's all decorated. I think I did pretty good. It had a little bit of an issue with the lights staying on for a second, but outside of that, it seemed pretty damn good. All right, now Travis is gonna try and attempt this. It's surprisingly significantly harder to do this than one might think. All right, sir, I wish you luck.
I think I'm ready to try this. This is already seeming difficult.
Don't feed the lights. I'm telling you right now, you're gonna hate life if you try and do that. You almost got the full tree there. All right, so that's enough of drift car content for the day. We got to go pick up our daily, which is all the way in New Jersey. So see you guys there. Alright, welcome to the beautiful, freezing state of New Jersey. Now, we just picked up the new daily and I'm super excited. Now, no, it's not anything crazy. As you could tell, it's just a normal SUV. If you can't tell already, it's a Honda, so it's somewhat reliable. This does leave some room for opportunity with a potential LS swap. Now, I do need this car to just function for a little bit, so that might take some time, but it did give me that idea because nobody seems to have ever LS swapped a Honda CR-V before. But outside of that, I am actually really excited. Although this isn't anything crazy or like an insanely cool car, there is one reason in particular that this car means a significant amount to me. Not the car itself, but what we're exactly doing with it. So right now I'm on my way up to Virginia because I have family up there and we're going to celebrate Christmas, but also my motorcycle has been kept in Virginia for the past year because in Florida, I live in a place with an HOA that does not allow for motorcycles to be kept there, which sucked. But recently I decided to just say f it and we're bringing the bike down. Which, if you're new to the channel, we purchased a 2023 Kawasaki ZX6R back in November of last year. And a few months ago, I ended up wrecking the bike. Not wrecking it, but low-siding it, and it caused some minor issues, and it gave me the idea of let's turn this thing into a full carbon fiber rebuild series. But we started the process and never finished it just because I needed to go home. And I left my bike in Virginia, and I haven't been able to bring it down, boy, because of obviously the HOA. But we're starting the HOA train and we're bringing the bike down with this thing, which means the carbon fiber rebuild series is coming back to the channel. Now, I must say the interior of this car is actually kind of pristine. It's in mint condition for how many miles are on it. It's at 119,000 miles. The thing is still running like a tank. My only concern right now is if it'll be able to tow the bike down. We're still gonna try. We're gonna hook the U-Haul up and make our way down. If it breaks down, it breaks down. But theoretically, this thing should be running somewhat okay. Now, it's not just the interior that's mint. Let me pull over up here and just kind of go over everything that's going on the outside of the car. Now, don't get me wrong. Like I said, this thing is nothing spectacular. However, this thing is in pretty great condition for what it is. It's a 2013, I believe. Yeah, 2013 Honda CR-V that we gotta hook a trailer up to, but there's only one problem, is there's no trailer hitch. So that's gonna be step number one, is installing one of them. But overall, the condition of this car is pretty mint. Before you start roasting me, like I said, I have an idea to LS swap this thing, but I at least need it to get me down to Florida first before I start going down that path. I can't leave anything stock, but it was definitely worth the small investment to get this thing, because the Mustang has been a recent headache, especially with Pro-Am season and everything coming up, because we got the roll cage coming in January, which we got to get installed. We got to swap all the seats out, which that's a whole other ass process. We're throwing in some new 5-point harnesses. We got to disassemble the motor to put in an oil pump system, and then we got the wrap, which that's going to take a few days on its own. So this car is going to come in quite handy in the next coming 2 months. But the first thing we need to do once we get down to Florida before anything else is get some tints, because this thing is an absolute fishbowl and it gets really hot in that state. But anyways, we're going to continue our drive to Virginia and figure out how we're going to attach said trailer hitch. So I'll see you guys in the state of Virginia. All right, so we've made it down to Virginia in almost one piece. We did almost get run off the road, but we're not going to talk about that. The car's fine. However, like I did say, it is freezing outside. It's like 30-something degrees, which may not sound that bad, but coming from Florida, where it was like 80-something and sunny, I am like freezing my balls off. Like I said a few seconds ago, this car does not have a trailer hitch, or at least the female receiver side, which unfortunately today is technically the warmest day it's gonna be until we have to head back. So we're gonna try and do it today, but it's not gonna be fun. Now, I wish I didn't have to do it, but at the same time, I've been really wanting to bring this thing back, which, if this is your first time seeing the bike on the channel, this is my 2023 Kawasaki Ninja ZX6R, which I did wreck a few months ago. Not terribly. There is a few scratches here, and the gear lever has just been replaced, and it's kind of a work in progress, but we are doing a full carbon fiber build on this thing, including the swing arm to like legit everything. And I'm hoping to shave off a bunch of weight off this bike, and also it'll just kind of look cool doing exposed carbon on this. But in order to continue that and continue my train of the HOA, we gotta attach that thing, and it's wicked cold outside. But thankfully, I've kept the receiver inside the house, so it's not super cold, because it is solid metal. Here it is. Now, this thing isn't the lightest thing on the planet either, but at least we know it'll hold the weight of the trailer somewhat. Place that down right here. Now, from what I've seen, this doesn't seem too complex to install. It's only 4 bolt holes, which I believe attach to the frame, but I'm not positive. But I should probably look it up, because if we screw it into the wrong thing, yeah, that might not end up too well. All right, so first things first is we gotta get this car jacked up a little bit. I know I could probably squeeze under the car, but I prefer to put it on jack stands. It makes clearance a lot easier. It's also starting to rain outside, so I put on an extra jacket, and I'm still freezing. Now, the fun process of this is I actually have no idea where the jack points are in this car. Oh, where's that exhaust clip? Yeah, so that's gotta come out. I don't know how well you guys can see that, but that's gonna suck, because the bolt hole is there and there. Mind you, I am shooting this on fucking Christmas Eve. I could be sitting inside with some hot cocoa, but nah, we leave in 2 days, and I waited till last minute to do this. All right, now with the plugs removed, I believe it's just 1 bolt hole right there, and then a bunch underneath. Maybe some up here. I'm not too sure. My butt cheeks are wet and cold. All right. Now the pain in the part is getting this exhaust clip off. It has now dropped to a mere 15 degrees outside. This sucks. Now, if you've never done an exhaust hanger, let me save you the trouble of how to actually do it. Don't. Just have somebody else do it, because this shit sucks. I don't even know why this car's jacked up at this point. I thought it'd need more clearance, but ended up needing to land on the ground anyways. Honda for making the world's widest exhaust hanger. Majority of it's out. The rest of it's just gonna be trying to wiggle this thing out of here. And it's so cold that this hurts. Just a little bit more elbow grease. If this next few minutes of footage is terrible, I'm just gonna skip to when it's off. All right, so I took my camera off while I tried to get the rest of the exhaust clamp done, which we got it off, but it was not fun. Now we just need to unpack this thing, which I believe all of the hardware stuff is sitting in there, but Not too positive. I hope so, because if this didn't come with hardware, that would really suck. Who uses this much tape? There we go. Okay, let's see. This is an awkward pose, isn't it? Oh, okay. Got it somewhat on there. You're gonna want to pull that way. I think that's the hole. All right, and just like that, we got the trailer hitch somewhat securely attached, at least strong enough to hopefully hold the trailer on there, which, I'm not gonna lie, that was a sucky process. I can't feel my fingers at the moment. It is beyond cold, but that's all in the spirit of Christmas. So I gotta go pick up the U-Haul trailer and load this thing into the back. But anyways, guys, thank you guys so much for watching today's video. I hope you guys have a very Merry Christmas, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.